Hey guys, Preston Martelli here, and I am going to share with you guys some of my favorite Facebook hacks, and I'm going to help you become a pro at using Facebook just with some of these awesome tips I'm going to share with you guys, right? So like I said, I'm Preston Martelli, and this is Marketing for Entrepreneurs. Let's get started. All right, so first things first, for the very first tip we've got is learn the optimal time to post. Guys, you guys have no idea how many times I get asked from people who are new to Facebook advertising, when is a good time to post, right? Now, there are lots of stats. If you were to Google, Facebook best times to post, there are lots of stats that tell you different times to post for different logics and so forth. Some say it's good in the morning, in the evening, sometimes at lunchtime, when people are on break. It depends on who you're targeting, right? These are all just good hypotheses to start off with. I'm a data-driven guy, so I like to see what the data tells me. So what I'd recommend doing is I say, just post, with your gut, what it tells you the best time to do, and then quickly watch your insights to see when your people are actually engaging online. Now, if you have a page, you get to do this. You simply go across the insights, as you can see on the top here, click on post, and then you can hover over the different days, and it'll show you basically what times of the days that are most active with your people. And then you can see, hey, does this align with what you're suspecting? Now, you can also look at different types of post types as well as other pages that you watch. But this is a great tool to tell you when is the best time of the week to show your post. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, this one here is really good for if you're building a page out and you want to see the people that are liking your page and you want to get a bit more of a personal touch with the people that are joining you. So what you can do is you simply, this time you go across the settings and then click on people and other pages on your site, and then you can actually do a little drop down and see a couple of different things. You can see who's following your page, pages that like this page, as well as what we're talking about right now, which is people who actually like your page. And what it'll show you is the people that recently engaged. So you can do things like you can give shout outs to people who recently joined your page. I see this happening. You can personally reach out to them, to thank them for joining your page and engaging with them and seeing if you can, better offer your services. Or you can also give you some insights into who the kind of people that are engaging with you. So this is something that's, a really useful tool. Not many people know it. And it's a really cool way to get some data on what you're doing on Facebook. All right, the next one, you want to use audience optimization to set different target audience for each post. Now, this is a really cool tool that is not turned on by default. It's actually turned off by default on Facebook. But once you turn it on, it gives you the ability to be able to post a little bit more regularly without worrying about spamming people, but also makes it can make your post very targeted, right? There are two things you want to consider when you're doing advertising and you're posting online is number one, you don't want to spam people because they probably just not going to see it or turn it off. And number two, you want to make sure the posts that you're putting out are very relevant to the people that are seeing it. Might be something like gender specific or so forth. So what you want to do is the first thing you want to do, go to background, go to settings, go to general, look for audience optimization post. And then once you do that, the next time you go to do a post, you're going to have some really cool new features, right? So click on to add a post. You should have it looking like all this stuff, but you have that new feature at the bottom there called audience. It is called, I forget the term of this, but it allows you to target people accordingly. So it's going to pop up again. Newsfeed targeting, that's what it's called. And once you click on newsfeed targeting, you're going to have the ability to really decide on target the people in your audience based on interest, right? Because maybe you ran some ads to drive a certain interest of people. You might want to target a certain age group. You might want to target a gender and so forth. But this gives you some really cool targeting options. So that way you can feel free posting more often without feeling that you're spamming your audience. The next one is like a brand as your pay, like a page as your brand. Sometimes, you might just want to show some love to a friend or a family member who had just created a new page. So you want to go ahead and like their page, not only as yourself, but as your brand, right? That gives a bit of credibility to your brand as well, but also to help them. And to do that, all you simply need to do is you do what I just did here, select a page in your searches and go across and click on the three dots and then select the page that you want to show. Now, I'm not going to click on select a page because then it'll show all the pages I'm managing for customers as well. But nonetheless, it's a really cool tip that allows you to like another brand, not only as yourself, but as one of your pages. Next thing, you ever come across an article that you see on Facebook and you found, oh my gosh, this is really cool. I want to check this out, but not right now. Or if you like me, you see another marketer doing something that's really clever that you might want to be able to copy at a later date. So this is a really cool feature. There is a save the link button right in there that you can simply click on, and it'll store them in a bit of an archive on your Facebook for you, and you can go back and see that at a later date. Now, when I'm doing, new ads or I'm stuck for inspiration, that's one of the common things I do is I just go through and I look at all of the saved posts that I have, and they usually are ads for the most part that I've seen that I really like. This is what the little save button looks like. Now, Facebook seems to move that thing around all the time. So instead of showing you where it is on a page, I figured, hey, I'll just take a screenshot of it. And right now it's on the left-hand side of your Facebook newsfeed. It looks like that, but sometimes I've seen it moving around quite around as Facebook kind of positions that little save button there. All right. I think it's like a little bit of a Where's Waldo they're playing with us as to where they put that. But nonetheless, it is always on that page. The next thing you do is likes. Hey, people are always asking me, how do I get more likes on my page? How do I get more engagement? I'm running ads, but I'm not getting more likes on my page. So one of the simple things you can do is when you do run an ad, or if you do put a post out that picks up, get some virality to it, so it's getting viral on the market. What you want to do is you want to just go over and see all of the people who like that post, right? So all you got to do is you're gonna have a list of the people who like that post. And then you click on it, and most of the time they will already be engaging with your page, unless you're running an ad at new traffic. But sometimes you'll have people that are not part of your page. And as you can see here, I went ahead and I had 3 people like this post so far, and I invited 2 of them, and I left the third one to show you guys what it looks like before. So simply click on invite, and then that person will get a notification telling them to like your page. Now, believe it or not, I've had pretty good success with that, to the tune of sometimes 30% of people that get that request actually like the page back. So that's pretty good. And that's, free likes to your page. You don't have to pay to get new likes coming back to you. It's simply people who have already showed interest in your brand, but they haven't taken that extra step. You just invite them back to come to see what you have to offer. The next one here is pin important posts to the top of your page. Now, this is something I recommend you doing, almost on a monthly basis. As you put out new bits of content that you want to make sure that people see, you want to go ahead and pin it to the top of the page. And it's very simple. All you got to do is go to your page, go to a particular post, as you see I did here, click on the 3 little dots at the top, and then click on pin to the top of your page. Once you've done that, you're set, and it'll be at the top of your page as new members come in. I'll tell you that usually the view rate is about 3 times as much on whatever post that I put at the top of my page compared to if I don't pin it to the top. So I recommend doing that for the popular posts you have, and keep it engaging. Change it up every, I'd say, once a month. I think that should be more than fine. Next thing here is, have you ever wondered how you get targeted on Facebook? Why are you seeing certain ads when you're going through your newsfeed, right? Well, me as a marketer, I want to know because I want to be able to know how I can replicate it. But you might just be curious to, hey, why am I seeing ads about Get App, right? So what's really cool is that Facebook has introduced a new feature. You simply click on the 3 dots at the top there, and then you'll go down to see this one that says, why am I seeing this ad, right? And then they'll tell you exactly why. I'm seeing this ad because I visited the website. That means there's a cookie on the page. And also I live in Canada and I'm between 25 and 64. Pretty broad, but I am in between that age. So that's why they targeted me. It's kind of cool. So that's also a very good thing to know. Another one is, why is that really cool to know is, like I said, I'm a marketer, so I like to see how they're targeting me. They have different creative ways of getting through to me, which is something that I do as well. I target people online, so I want to see how they're doing it. So simply by looking at what they did with their ad, because that's a sponsored post you can see, I can go back and do that exact same thing at a later date. I can make sure I have a pixel on my page, and if I have a product that's similar to this one, they're doing a pretty broad audience. I'd probably try to narrow it down a little better than that, but I definitely know that people in Canada, between 21 and 40 is where I want. Oh, look, it says me between 21 and 40. So I must have taken a different screenshot from the previous one. Next one is you want to see. So now that you know how they targeted me, I want to go deeper because these guys got some good ads. So I want to see exactly what other ads are they running. Now, this is a new feature that Facebook rolled out last summer. But you can actually click on ads and info and then go down and you can see all the countries that they're running ads in, different types of ads. And in this case, it looks like they're running the same ad in multiple countries because as I change it, it stayed the same. But I can see all of the other ads that they're running. So I can look at their copy. I can look at the images that they're using. I can use it, what kind of text, what kind of call to actions they have. And this is great because now you can go back and you can replicate something similar for your brand because you know this is working, right? They're running this ad in so many different countries and they've had, they have lots of likes on their page. So chances are these are working very well for them. All right. Next one is on off my mouse here. All right. Yeah, and the last one. So hey, now I'm passing it on to you. These are, my favorite hacks on Facebook, and I definitely have some of them I could definitely share with you guys in Twitter and even Instagram. Some pretty cool tips. So if you have a tip that I missed, please reach out to me, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what your tips are. I'm geeky like that. These actually pretty fun to me. And if there anything that I missed, definitely let me know. Or if you're having trouble accessing one of these tips that I showed you, don't hesitate to reach out and definitely share it. All right. Much appreciated. Much love. Talk to you soon.